And the results are in, ladies and gentlemen. The crime stats for Q3 have been released, and it's not looking good. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming your way. And don't forget to hit that bell notification to get notified every time there's a new episode.
Criminals must taste you.
Ma'am, can you give me protection from yourself?
Did I hear that correctly? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Newsflash. I'm your host, Joe Emilio. And the meme of the day today is how to destroy a country without bombs. Well, yeah, Cyril should definitely write a book about that. I don't think it's going to be a bestseller, though. Anyways, let's get into the story of the day. All right, so the crime stats for the third quarter of the financial year, that would be from October to December 2023, have been released by none other than the cunt in the hat, Bheki Cele. And you can go yourself to Action Society, their website. I'll leave a link to this specific page in the description below so you can have a look for yourself. But Action Society always updates their crime stats on this page. And as you can see here, it's Q3 2023 to 2024, which was released by SAPS on the 16th of February 2024. 285 children murdered, 1,135 women murdered, 12,211 rape cases reported, and those are just the ones that are reported. So these stats equate to 3 children murdered per day, or 13 women murdered per day, or 136 rape cases reported per day. Minister Bheki Cele did say that the fight against GBV remains a priority for SAPS, with a 1.7% decrease in rape cases reported. Yeah, this is I'm uncomfortable with this stat for many reasons. One, because it could be that the reason why there's a decrease in rape cases reported is because the women have lost faith in the justice system because nothing is being done. And I'm going to get to a really big reason as to why in just a moment. And by the way, a 1.7% decrease is nothing to write home about, especially when you have 137 people or women raped a day.
It's an absolute disgrace, and you should hang your head in shame.
Just by the way, in the previous crime stats, there was a debate whether it was 70 odd people murdered a day or if it was over 80 people murdered a day. But it was everybody agreed that around 80 people were murdered a day in South Africa. That number has gone up to 86 people are murdered every day in South Africa. It is very clear that these crime stats are getting worse quarter by quarter. Don't take my word from it. Here's a clip that Ian Cameron put out from Action Society. Let's have a look at what he said.
Hey everyone, I just want to share the latest crime statistics that were released by Minister Bheki Cele this afternoon. It is the statistics, of course, for the third quarter of this financial year. That is October 2023 up until including December 2023. So it's a 90-day period. And remember, it is then compared to the previous year or financial year's quarter, the same quarter. And it gives a good indication of what the increases are. I think, in short, not a positive story that was told. It showed us that 86 people are murdered per day in South Africa. That's nearly 4 people per hour that is killed in South Africa at the moment. In terms of rape, 135 rapes per day. Those are just the ones that we actually know of. So South Africa is not looking good. Types of crimes like assault with the intent to commit grievous bodily harm is also up. It was distressing to hear how the minister speaks of statistics as though humans aren't involved. It's so important that we tell the stories of people like Sipokazi Boy, Bokabo Po, Mia Botha, Siobhan Roche, Nosepiwe James. There are lists on end. Liesel the Jager. We must share these names of victims that have paid the ultimate price because in most cases the state didn't do their jobs.
And Ian Cameron is 100% correct when he says these are not just numbers, these are names, these are people, our fellow South Africans, and some of which are never seeing justice. Remember when I said I was going to get to one of the reasons why women and people in South Africa, for that matter, no longer have faith in the justice system? Well, here it is. During this press conference, Bheki Cele was asked about the DNA backlog, and you'll remember in a recent previous video, I was talking about the DNA backlog, and we finally got a bit of an update because Bheki Cele boasted that the historic DNA backlog of 251,000 in 2021 and 2022 was eradicated. We know that this is untrue. 4-year-old Mia Botha went missing from a playground close to her home on 25th of September 2022, 508 days ago today, and was found brutally murdered in Niederberg, Paarl, a day later, on the 26th of September 2022. No arrests have been made, and the forensic investigation is still incomplete. So it is some of these cases, and cases that I've mentioned before in other videos, that are being stalled at the moment. The victims are not seeing justice because there is still a DNA backlog. He may have solved or gotten rid of the DNA backlog that existed in 2021 or 2022, but clearly there is another DNA backlog that has built up, and they're keeping that very quiet. And as if to add insult to injury, a day before this, Bheki Cele goes out and, you know what? I'm just going to let Ian Cameron tell you what he said.
Hey everyone, so with Sona, you might have thought that the president is out of touch with reality in South Africa, but let me share with you what Minister Bheki Cele told cops at National Police Day celebrations in Gauteng yesterday. He says the following: over the years, you have demonstrated that you have a firm grasp of what is expected of you as per constitutional provisions that the National Commissioner alluded to. Really? Is that why 84 people are murdered every day in South Africa? He says then, we are grateful that in executing your duties, executing what duties, you display impartiality, respect, openness, and are accountable to the people whom you serve. Really? Is that why over 5,000 cops currently serve in the South African Police Service, despite the fact that they've all been charged with serious and violent offences? He then says the high quality service you provide for all people in South Africa is among the best in the world. Minister Bheki Cele, 135 women are reportedly raped every single day in South Africa. If this was the best service or one of the best services in the world, we certainly wouldn't have almost 30,000 people murdered every single year in this country. I don't know what planet you live on, but it's not the same as the average South African. Because in the places where we work, things certainly aren't the way that you're portraying it here.
How this man is still the police minister is just beyond me. Like, what does he have on Cyril Ramaphosa? A sex tape or something? Does he know where the money in the couch came from? Is there some kind of dirt that Bheki Cele has on Cyril Ramaphosa that prevents Cyril Ramaphosa from firing him?
You know what? I don't know.
Because let me tell you, if this was any other job, like imagine you had an employee that was just not doing their job, costing you millions of rands, probably putting your business to near bankruptcy. Would you not get rid of that employee? Of course you would, especially if they're stealing from you and they're doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Here we have Bheki Cele, who is clearly not doing his job at all, and his boss just praises him time and time again. All I can say is I hope that we all say Futsek ANC in 2024. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think of the current crime stats? What's your theory as to why Bheki Cele still has his job? Do leave a like on this video. Don't forget to share it far and wide and subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming your way. And once again, please consider becoming a member to this channel. It really helps support me and what I do on this channel. Remember, you get exclusive perks if you're a member. One of which is that you get to see these episodes before anybody else. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Your newsflash is in.
Right, can you unmake a bowl of What do you mean unmake? But we've just rinsed the milk off, and now we're blow drying the cornflakes. He's not going to bake them again, sure. Individually. I don't know if this is genius or crazy. Oh, we've gone in the oven. Oh, we're serious, are we? The milk's gone back into... Why have we reheated the milk? Oh, where did he get that funnel from? That's quite handy. We're remaking the cereal box. I don't know what to say. This is genius. Oh, some people are just so talented, man. And I'm not. Oh, he's even remade the little plastic container that the cornflakes go in. They actually look brand new. You missed one. Did he get it back? No. Bag's not filled either. It's fine. I'm speechless. I don't know what... Why are we unmaking stuff? What, and then we're going to make it again? And the milk's still fresh. Well, I'll be damned.